listen. I pretend I do not see. I pretend I do not see.
Unfortunately, I have to see every time
I must look.
He loses with his Wario, only to come back with his Meep Sword Fighter. That's when you know you're losing touch with your main. When your secondary is getting more hang time than your supposed main.
You gotta let the Miis rock. It's a very good, solid matchup check of sorts, and that character can definitely do some dangerous things, like we saw at Level Up Expo with Capitancito, one of the best, probably no, the only Mii Gunner main in existence. Yeah, he was doing some phenomenal work.
Well,
out there.
if you discount Wi-Fi, then yes, he's the only Mii Gunner in existence. But in Wi-Fi, ooh,
Wi-Fi is a sham.
That's the Bermuda Triangle right there. You don't know what you're gonna find in those waters.
You don't mess with the Dominicans, bro.
You know,
they be going hard. But Brad's challenger here is definitely quite the menace.
Oh, there
themselves.
it is. There
we go.
That's the real main. Ain't that right, Bradley B?
Hey, showing it off.
Ain't that right, Bradley B?
They're already hyping him up.
One-up mushroom. Get the one-up mushroom, baby.
But IcyMist, a Pittsburgh PR player and definitely one of the best Samus probably in the U.S. and the East Coast regardless. They are honestly a destroyer of a lot of monthlies and regionals. Every time I see them go to like a regional event, she is always cleaning up shop. I remember at the birthday bash, Angry Burly Rose birthday bash, she got like second placer to Zamba, I believe. And she had to bust out the Jigglypuff. I don't know if we'll see that Jigglypuff. It most likely will be the Samus show. But we'll see. I always love watching IcyMist.
It's funny. Whenever people think of PA, they always think about Philly and like all those guys like Beast and stuff. And then I look over to far off Pittsburgh, and I'm just like, why is IcyMist better than everyone here?
That's so true. Like the first regional I casted save point, I kept on calling like Philly and like Pittsburgh like two separate things. Like they were two states, and I just didn't know.
They were they're basically two separate nations.
It's like New York and like Long Island and like Staten Island. They're just so far in between.
And we're starting off strong with Fox versus the Mii Sword Fighter.
And you already know we're pumping the jams right now. And I see Brad is rocking that traditional Wario hat with the cape. Okay, I like it. But IcyMist, this ain't no Samus. No. This is Fox out here.
The funny part is, Brad specifically picked this character up because a local Samus player was giving him trouble in a lot of locals.
Was it Padrino?
Padrino, exactly.
Hey.
And in order to combat that, he said, screw this. Matchup check for matchup check.
It definitely cooks. I've seen it done lots of quite terrifying things at Stargate, at Fusion as well. But I'm even more curious how IcyMist is gonna whip out this Fox here. She hasn't really gotten anything started, as it's been pretty even between both of them. Brad has been like trying to lock down the sensor mostly. You can see him going for a lot of these up Bs on the stage that IcyMist hasn't really been able to deal with. And right now, she's really fishing for this kill.
Oh. Nice, rapid jab, sends it on stage. Now, the hard part is securing the kill because of how quickly and how far that up B on stage actually moves away from shield. It's very tricky to punish if you don't know the matchup, but check your shield, baby. You're knocking on the door with that back air.
Hey, yo. Foot in the back of the head, always gonna do the trick. That Fox back air has not really been stalled at all, and that's one of the things that's like really tricky when playing Fox, those back airs. You don't want to stale them. You want them for the right moments to kill, which I see that Light has been making phenomenal use of them. And ooh, IcyMist starting to get a little bit of the drag downs. I love it when Foxes go for that.
Ooh, there. That's gonna be the reaction check right there. The shuriken into the pelvic thrust, and you got to be very careful because while you can punish that with like an up smash out shield, I don't think IcyMist knows how to do that. And she's gonna just take her time, play safe, and not really take any risks because she does not want to lose a lead.
Yeah, ooh, IcyMist waiting for Brad's reaction with those air dodges now. It's a matter of can you land, though. We already know Brad wants to just get out of there with the B-reverse shurikens and the down air, and he does make his way to the ground. And I can see him just trying to contest IcyMist in the air with a lot of these forwarders at all, but it's Fox. You're going to have a tough time dealing with that.
Yeah, I think IcyMist's game plan is this. We're going to take percent, and we're just going to focus on straight hits on back airs. I'm not going to try to get near up smash and anything that I can risk messing up.
Yep.
Look at that. Ooh, try to call it out.
Yeah, definitely, you can afford to go for those. You only have 60%, you know, just good run up smash. That's the trick you gotta need. Not able to get the Nair conversion into up smash, however. But you might be earning your kill here with this back air very, very soon.
Ooh. Be careful getting grabbed at this percent. You hold in during me sword fighter down throw and get hit by that up air. Say bye-bye to your stock as Fox, because you are a pretty light.
Oh, but not trying to go for the punish in the second place. Rad rolling away and trying to just find his way to the ground, but no, you can't be landing on that shield. Nuh-uh.
Send him off stage. Do not throw stuff at me. I have a reflector.
Yeah, Brad just trying to zone right now with the Mii sword. What do you think, in your opinion, is how good is this Mii sword fighter zoning in question?
It's not really like, it's throwing stuff for the sake of throwing stuff. He's not really trying to control a zone. Ooh, almost killing with the reverse, the back hit of that down air. But he's not really controlling a zone. It's not really forcing an option. So because you can't, when a character can just reflect it back at you. And right now, Brad is just swinging wildly, and
yeah,
that's not Wario bike animation, my boy. You don't.
Nuh-uh, can't be
you
looking.
don't have that much drift.
She's looking right now. Your ass ain't looking. But I wonder if we're going to see Brad switch off to the Wario, but I feel like...
It depends if he can confirm that IcyMist is going to stay as Fox. Remember, winner declares character first, then loser can counter prop. He wants to make sure that the Fox is locked before he swaps.
Okay, there we go, Wario. He definitely wants to stay in this. He doesn't want to give it that
The problem is...
Yeah?
If he wins this game, this is the best of three.
Oh, the Samus.
The Samus Wario? Or does he want to run it back Fox Mii sword fighter?
Honestly, I think Brad can cook with just whatever he has in that oven. Because the Mii sword fighter, it can work. It probably is just, it's just really tough to deal with Fox as just rushing you down and not really having the options to really get off of me. As we know, Wario, he has some pretty solid boxing data, not to mention those phenomenal aerials that cross a bunch of as well and link to each other just like that. Quick 68 up on IcyMist.
The biggest thing with Wario is just the sheer drift in the air, making it hard for Fox to follow up with like up air strings, because that's the greatest strength of Fox. He can just keep you in the air and keep you at his mercy and make it hard for you to land. Wario doesn't really have that issue compared to Mii sword fighter. Definitely got a lot more mix-ups with bike. Definitely has the better air drift, and you can't challenge him off stage because that up B is just so active.
Yeah, and one of the things I've noticed about IcyMist's game plan that Brad is probably going to pick up on very, very soon is that she hasn't really been able to get a lot of those Nair confirms, like those traditional Fox confirms. She's solely been relying on like tech chasing and just reacting to Brad's options. And Brad is shutting down all these avenues, especially with that bike.
No real reaction to the bike being tossed in your face.
And getting locked on the flat too, getting pushed off. Still, you are not done here. Madam.
Alright. IcyMist just letting Brad press a button, see what he's going to do, and then try to chase accordingly.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to get that up smash off with the back air. Will take it, just dodge through that man hit, give him a good old tap on the back of the head. And we see Brad really fishing and just trying to anti-air. IcyMist coming on in, but she is not giving it up right now.
Nice. More back air. Ooh, not far enough to get the 2-frame with that forward tilt. And now here's where we go. Ah, the lingering hitbox in there.
Yeah, like you were saying, IcyMist hasn't really been able to get a lot of these up air strings going, especially with these up throws as well. She's only been just relying on getting a lot of these tech chases and setting up for these edge guards, which we might see a back air, but unfortunately picking up the bike, that's going to mess that up.
How does... There, try to get out of the corner with the drill, but nice walk back, pimp slap, back into the corner you go.
Good old Wario slap. And there we go. We got the trade. You already know we have a wall in the back pocket right now. Brad might not use it, but he got it a little bit more.
Sooner he can secure this.
Oh, it might be almost time. You see him going for it. Hold up the tech chase, and there you go. Bye-bye.
All right, now, what's your answer, Bradley? Are you going to go Fox, Sword Fighter, or are you going to play out the Wario-Samus matchup?
I'm going to need to see that Sword Fighter.
That's assuming... IcyMist even wants to swap to the Samus. She might be able to swap to something else.
This is very curious. I've never seen any other character that IcyMist plays other than the Samus and the Jigglypuff for the one time.
I mean,
counter pick Big Blue?
That'd be kind of funny.
Oh, I'm super curious.
Town. That makes me think we're gonna see Wario Samus.
I really want to see Wario Samus for like this game 3. Yes, I knew he was going to be sword. Okay.
No.
Oh, the jigs!
No.
Go jigs, please. Your jigs is cracked. Please.
She's deliberating.
Mark? What?
What
is she cooking? And then Slate's just chilling in the background, like commenting on the stream. I see you, Slate. I see you typing in the chat.
This is a level of troll.
She's trolling. She gotta be trolling.
All right, now if Brad loses this,
she's trolling.
I'm gonna need him to give back his motorcycle license because he no longer deserves to play this character or ride a bike for that matter.
King about to be thrown by the queen out here. God damn. All right, scooping up, trying to trap with the up airs as well. Let's see how Brad's gonna deal with the taste of his own medicine. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, Brad clearly has not played against his own character.
Oh, no
shot.
Not early. Okay. Nah, yeah. I know everybody's enjoying this just as much as we are. All right, Brad cooking a little bit with the whoop-de-scoop. All right, trying to get some combos started and some solid damage from these jugglers as well.
Oh, parry. All right, now we get the juggle. Traps with the up air.
Yeah, not really able to set up with those backers as well. IcyMist coming with a really good air-to-air, and ooh, the command grab, grabbing out of the shield. It is high time to set up for a lot of these edge grabs, ledge traps. Do not let him leave them corners. Keep this man trapped on the ground, unable to leave.
Slap. Oh, you cannot punish that.
Ooh!
I left it to her. Held it way too short. And what a punish.
Now,
Bradley!
now, before the set, I was talking with Brad. He said Cybe is a lot better than a lot of people think about it. And I'm starting to question, how much lag does that Cybe have if you whiff it?
Oh, it has a lot of lag because on his, you get the bounce, like the Peach Bomber bounce. That's what makes it good.
Oh,
but
okay.
on whiff,
ooh,
you could just run after that like you're the running man.
That joint ain't it.
This is the worst feeling in the world. When you're getting out neutral with your own character, there's no worse feeling. And then you have instigators like Haven in the Twitch chat.
It's really interesting. Like
the Brad slammed it.
Like the way that IcyMist has been playing, she kind of exhibited this behavior with the Fox as well. And with the Wario, she's really going for a lot of like 1-2 piece combos, like to get in shield folks or to provoke a reaction from Brad. And it's super impressive. But Brad, you know, taking the stock with the up air, all right, that's definitely gonna do it.
That was my fear coming into game 1. Is like, does she know how to DI me sword fighter down throw? Because down throw up air will kill ridiculously early.
That's the check.
If you do not know how to DI away from that throw.
Interesting. And Brad has been finding a lot of reward off these jugglers as well. That up tilt being so OD. Look at that. That's huge.
Nice thrust. Gets out.
Hey, yo, in the back here to clean up too. This might be the game here if Brad's able to get this off.
Down throw. Oh, too much percent.
Okay, up B to set up for another corner situation. Maybe able to close out the game. Will this troll be able to go through? Jab, running it back once again. Oh, will he clip? Will he clip those?
I think IcyMist bit off more than she could chew with this one.
Well, 180.
Brad finally got through the nerves of just and the call out.
Bro got Link up smash.
Look at my man's face right there.
He's like, thank God. You don't have to deal with the Samus. Dang.
I was like, you know what? The Fox will run it back one more time. I don't think
another dub in the books for one of NJ's finest heroes. I think he's basically the people's protagonist, in my opinion.
Definitely for NJ, or he could also be the biggest meme lord. He's like,
if you've ever, with the me sword.
Have you watched wrestling ever in your life?
I have not, unfortunately.
So there was a wrestler. He was called Al Snow. He was like, not really that important. He would never go for championships, but the crowd loved this man. Like he would always be
people's
like,
man.
He was the people's champion. Even if he never went for the big one, or if he was that important in the the hierarchy of players.
Yeah,
that's Brad. It's like he may not always be like the upper echelon of players, but when you need someone to represent Jersey, who do you call?
Call Brad.
Bradley B.
Bradley B. Bradley B.
That's the people's champion.